Hello everyone, welcome back to MoteMancer. We're kind of stumbling around on the airplane, doing the plane of air, doing mostly salt-based stuff because I decided to come here without really bringing anything with me. In particular, no power infrastructure. So I'm doing everything with... I just wanted to get some basic research going, you know? As I'm doing... I don't have water. I could get some, but I just wanted to get basic air stuff. And it just turns out everything is harder with with just salt. Who could have guessed? I was kind of, at the end of the last episode, stressing with how to get the elemental air out through here while, like, respecting ratios or whatever. But, like, why not just not care about the ratios is my current opinion. It doesn't matter anyway. We're not producing the right amount of stuff anyway. So... this is making prisms, right? Yeah. And what I need to get the better grippers is just prisms, air, and gripper. These are the things that I have made. Good. I should put down the gripper first, and it'll be clear where I'm supposed to... There we go. It's kind of silly, I guess, when... I only have one altar, so I'm not even making, like, multiple items per second. To worry about balancing stuff, or to worry about using whirling grippers to maximize throughput, but I don't know. I just find that part of the process enjoyable, I guess. This should have just gone here and feed everything, right? Okay, so we're doing air research now. Not fast, but we're doing it. No, we're not doing it. Why would you say that is? It is because this is the wrong thing. I should be getting these prisms out. That sure is a lot of prisms coming out here. I mean, I don't know. It's 2 per second, which is only half a slab. So in the grand scheme of things, not nearly as much as I'm used to doing stuff, right? But for one gripper, it's pretty good. I'm not even researching power at the moment because I wanted to see how the grippers work before I start on that. God, it's going to take 100 years. It's broken again, by the way. Why is that? Oh, the gripper had some elemental air buffered up, I see. Now it no longer does. Okay. So I should also feed salt prisms into this to get the remaining kind of older research done, right? The pre-adept stuff. Man, it is... I don't know. I'll figure this out one of these days. Hang on, that's not right still. There we go, like that, please. So now it's going to alternate between researching this stuff that doesn't even matter. Okay, well, I don't want you to do this yet. I just want it set up that I could do it. Really, what I should do is build more altars, because I have materials, way more materials than a single altar can process. And I would like my research to hurry the hell up, please. The problem is I never figured out a good setup for that. I had one that made sense on Shadow, kind of, for like handling 4 ingredients in an array. But I don't have Earth Grippers anymore. And I kind of need more than 4 things, right? Let's see. I can't really use Whirling Grippers to like feed 2 separate pedestals, because they don't have 2 inputs and 2 outputs like a Titan Gripper would. That would be kind of a cute thing to do. Although I do sort of wonder about feeding like this, feeding 2 nearby pedestals from the same slab, right? Does that make sense? If I put another one here, these 2 pedestals could feed the 2 of them, right? Like that. It's an interesting idea. But it doesn't really seem any better than just building them a little bit more spaced apart so that they can actually share a pedestal, right? And I keep having to... well, I don't know. I've been using Whirling Grippers to maximize the number of items, how fast I can get items onto a pedestal. But that's not the bottleneck. Even simple grippers can fill pedestals faster than an altar can drain it, right? So maybe I should stop making these weird little zigzags to maximize the Whirling Grippers, if it's making it difficult to run multiple like, 'cause part of the problem is, okay, I had to do this weird zigzag, and now how the hell do I get this up here? Whereas if I just used a simple gripper, it would be kind of easy, right? I could just do this. Oops. I shouldn't have taken that away. I apologize. It is really not performing well today. Where is all of my processing power on my computer? Now it's just hanging. I didn't even do anything. Oh my gosh. Well, we're back. Messed up the aspect ratio again. There you go. Task Manager, you have any ideas? says MoteMancer. OBS not consuming much of anything, usually. I mean, a notable amount, but not like a ton. Okay, so I don't know. I mean, I kind of feel like I should do this, and then I don't even need this thing here. And well, okay. I should put one in for now until I'm done redesigning things, I guess. Hello? There we go. Yeah, you can do a lot with Mana Flare, it turns out. But it would be nice not to have to, of course. So oh, now that this is plugged, right? I don't need this. What am I talking about? It just hadn't. Okay, fine. That's all good. So now I can kind of just say, well, the like. Obviously, I don't need two pedestals feeding in shadow prisms, or air prisms, but I wanted like the pattern on the left side to be, you know, shared air and then unshared prisms. Oh, this isn't plugged in is why it's unhappy. And then on this side, what are you? You're elemental air. You're currently nothing. I think I want you to become elemental air. Well, okay, you, I guess, is fine. Now, where are the whirling grippers in all this? Oh, they're over here. That's good. Well, I guess to just repeat, to make extra copies of just the research I'm actually doing now, this would be sufficient, right? If I wanted to run this in, that would be nice, but that would be kind of an extra thing. Bit messy. Of course, now it's researching the wrong thing. I keep interrupting it and saying, oh, look, we could work on aerial force, which I don't need at all. Okay, just knock it off. We'll do that later. What is it actually researching? It's hard to think. There's no icon in the middle. It should be this. It is. Okay. And so the next thing I'm gonna want is aerosol. Let's at least make a production line for that. While this is all happening. It wants so much. Oh, right. Remember, this is for 3. So it's 1 1/3 air, 2 1/3 ether. I remember that. Per aerosol. Just without all of my usual tools, because I came here with nothing, sort of. Everything is annoying to build. Like, how do I grab some of this elemental air and do something else with it? I can't just like run the slick somewhere else, right? This is going to do all of these researches extremely slowly. Whereas what I really want next is wind turbine, which needs aerosol. Oh, and then there's all the pre-adept research using this stuff to happen too. I should set up different research areas for those. I don't know. Really, I should just get this to go faster. With more altars. How hard can that be, right? So these pedestals are analogous to those, and then I also have ones here and here, right? And then on this side, it's, again, not the most beautiful thing I've ever made, but it should do the job. Powering it is another matter, of course. Oh my gosh, did I finish some research? Is this autosave? Is this what's causing it to hang? I moved it to my SSD. It really should be saving quickly, you would think. Okay, why are you... Oh, you're not researching because you have the ingredients for this research, but I didn't claim this one. Cool, that's fine. Alright, we're going much faster now. We should actually be running out of raw ingredients to do all this research, because I'm not producing that much. Oh, speaking of, hello? There's my elemental air. Yeah, it's all going into whirling rippers. Great. Sort of. Sort of. So if we end up doing some salt prism research, that's fine, because... Well, no, this uses whirling rippers too, so I don't know. But that means we won't be using air prisms. Yeah, so if we... This is kind of... I don't know. Obviously, it would be nice if I just had enough throughput to do everything. But given that I don't, it's sort of nice that when we don't have enough elemental air to build air prisms, we can do the salt prism research. I wish I could prioritize the air prism research first. So this thing making air prisms was basically sucking the world dry. And now that this is buffered up, a little bit of elemental air is making it back into the research area, but not a lot. Yeah, just need more air. Tempest collectors would be nice too. So I don't mind this doing this research, even though what I want is power. I haven't even I haven't automated the materials that you need to research for power. Oh, I'm pulling it from here and putting it back down, huh? I think this was supposed to work the other way. Or it was built to be kind of a splitter and ended up not being one. I think this is what I was supposed to do. I didn't notice it was just ferrying stuff from here to here. So now some elemental air is making it through. I believe because we have enough of a backlog on air prisms that this thing can't make them all. Or something like that. So it's gonna like waver back and forth on what it can actually make. What it can research. But it'll get there. Provided I keep topping it up with power, embarrassingly. Let's see. There's some shadow right here, but this isn't what I want. There's more shadow southwest, I think. What I want is an airsill production line. And then once I'm done doing all the salt prism research, I can replace this slab of salt prisms with a slab of airsill, basically. Do I already have? I do. I kind of hate that I'm building this whole... Oh, you don't need to really be anywhere. research setup that is just woefully too small to do master level research, and doesn't have power plumbed through it or anything, and is using slabs, and so like I'm gonna have to tear it all down, but I keep building more into it because I need to bootstrap, you know? This one building of this wants 4 air per second, which is more than I can supply. So I don't need to worry about like scaling this up. And this single gripper can actually move 4 per second if there were enough. So this is enough to feed the building. And a void chest with ether is enough here as well. And then to extract, I guess we go there. Why did I do that? We actually need a fairly high throughput extraction, right? But I guess that's just this? I thought I couldn't fit it, but I totally can. So run it up there. And now we should be doing basically no research at all, right? Sadly, because any air that gets by all of this gets sucked up into aerosol, and then the aerosol just sits there. I hate this game. Yeah, you just need so much air. Until this all buffers up anyway. Then we can get back to doing actual research. The good news is you don't need a long line of aerosol production machines because they make a, well, actually, do you? Let's imagine looking into the future. What am I going to need to automate, right? Like, these don't require aerosol. Oh. I researched these because I wanted to see what they look like, but I haven't looked at them yet. Let's make one. Yeah, so as you might expect, as I guessed, it's the same thing, just at a greater distance. And what's the throughput on these? The same. Okay. So with that, I could start building slightly less awful production lines, right? These guys, you're not even doing any research. I don't see why I should fill you up. You don't deserve it. The problem is, of course, that if those run dry, I'm going to have to put the mana flares back down again, and that's an even bigger nuisance than just filling them up on occasion. some research is actually happening because this has gotten all buffered up and has stopped sucking air up. That's nice. It's not researching the thing I actually want, but I mean, this isn't the worst thing in the world. Did I accidentally hit F1 there, or is it stuttering on autosaves again? I meant to hit escape. I know the F1 window sometimes takes a minute to pop up because it's like saving. No, okay, that was just really not performing well today. Kind of like me. I think I can probably at the moment. Yeah, I'm just gonna unplug this from its input and say stop making whirling grippers. That'll push through some more elemental air, and the point is I want to stop doing gripper-based research. I don't want to prioritize this when I could be doing literally anything else. So if we just stop making grippers, that will help in that we'll have more air and we won't do the research I don't want to do. That could just be a simple gripper these days. What are you doing? Why do I have 2 grippers extracting from this? Get out of here. You're not needed either. Well, okay, so I mean, at least I know what the whipping grippers look like. They look about like I guessed they would. So I can use that to design future production areas, even if I don't have the materials to build them right now. I guess what I should do... God, I should uninstall. It's so slow. Maybe what I should do is gather up some other elements. There's water, but not very much right there. These are just motes. Or, well, they're doodads. Here's a bunch more air. Yeah. That's sort of exactly what I need. I forgot this was here. Okay, so now it should start on either this or these, and either one is sort of fine. And good news, I just researched Tempest collectors. So I can build those on this patch. Oh my god, stop making ether, you weirdo. These require a lot of ether, by the way. Making aerosol is fine. I don't want to go take it off the production line. That stuff is very expensive. So what is the shape of a Tempest collector? It is this. pretty big collection range, huh? Wow. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? Just begging for a power supply right there. Whatever wind's or air's power is going to end up looking like. For now, of course, it would be a mana flare. But that's very compact, I think. How much more of this can I squeeze into the area? Not a ton, huh? I guess that spot's not bad here. Sure, that's all right. Oh, there's space for another up here, I imagine, right? That's 10 more collectors, so 5 more air per second this way. It's not bad. Oh, you didn't get connected up. There we go. Where's the rest of my stuff? Up this way. And of course, I don't actually have like space to expand the production line for elemental air, but I can just like make another one right here, right? Using whipping grippers if I want, so I don't have to do this nonsense. Yeah, what would that look like? This is the fun part, right? Designing new production lines. So whipping grippers can reach extremely far, can't they? Is it possible that I could handle 2 slicks of other like this? And then maybe, oh, let's make a few more. This sort of shape. Then I think this is actually easy as pie, right? It's so easy to have the slicks not run into each other. I mean, I have to zigzag around these the same way I did with the reaching grippers for the other setup, but I don't need I don't need more grippers. Yeah, this is nice. So with whipping grippers, I have an easy slick-based setup, right? And then for the output side, it's also easy. Well, it is, isn't it? If I You would have thought there'd be some way, but no, I guess the geometry defies me. So the way they're set up here, you can't actually use... Ah, right, but I can use ordinary whirling grippers, right? No, it's the same problem. It doesn't work that way. Okay. If I try to move this up to here, let's go babysit the mana flares again. Research is not happening? Why would you say that is? Because all the research requires whirling grippers or aerosol, and I have to choose one. Okay, let's turn the whipping grippers, or the whirling grippers back on, I guess. That'll at least do this stuff with the salt prisms I already have. Although, really what I want more than those is this, isn't it? I just don't want to have to clean out all these salt prisms, basically, and flush the line and replace it with aerosol. But I really should. Oh well. Well, I mean, you can just use 2 whirling grippers here, right? You don't have to be perfectly optimized. You could do this. Right? If I tried to spread these machines apart so I could squeeze a whirling gripper in between, then these whipping grippers wouldn't be doing the right thing anymore. They wouldn't be feeding into 2 separate buildings. Although, I could do this, couldn't I? No. That. No. Alright, so like this. I've also seen people do things with, not with, which are like, I mean, I've talked about this before, not straight lines of production buildings, where you build like a hex of them, kind of. And one advantage of that is you don't need... Let's look at how that would work. I don't recall the details, so I'm sort of building this on my own. I guess maybe something to start from is to imagine... Let's not put that so far north. Something like this at the center of it, where... we have a void chest providing the salt for 3 binders here, right? So from that, how does construction flow? How does the design work? Well, I don't like that these two are laid out the same. Oh, I don't want biorhythm on while this is happening, because I don't actually want you filling up with salt. This feels like they should alternate, doesn't it? Could you look like this, maybe? And you could go there. Or there? You want to do that. I feel like there's something grossly asymmetrical about this idea, as I have realized it anyway. Like, the whole thing does build, but it's the wrong shape. And then, of course, you could kind of surround this by a slick providing motes of air, right? But then you still have to get the stuff out, so you still have, like, problems, don't you? Yeah, I don't know. This doesn't really fit my style. Which is just building straight lines like a Factorio Chad, I guess. This does fit, though. I like this. Where each machine is being fed by only one gripper. Yeah, that's better than the Earth approach I had. And, oh, so how easily does this tile? Oh, I actually do need the slick to go that far, don't I? So it would look like this. Oh. It's just perfect, right? It's the perfect width? Yeah, I guess so. 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles wide is this pattern, which is the key thing. And there's spaces here for power, although I still don't know how air power distribution works. Maybe it'll be awkward to power this. With mana flares, it certainly looks fine. Okay. So we said we're making about 5 air per second down here. Is that true? Oh, no, these each make... How many even are there in here? It's hard to tell. One... I don't think any of them are sharing output locations with any others. We can count the orange things. 4... 8, 10. Yeah, 5 per second. Okay. So maybe I can start an actual larger scale production array of these things. Is this all still working? We're not researching quickly. Why not? You're not getting enough elemental air. Ah, there was a reason I did this, huh? Look at that. How smart I am. And I took it out because it looked unnecessary, but I forgot that you just need a ton of air. just to keep up. Oh, you guys. Oh no! You all ran out of mana flares. I have to rebuild them. It's so annoying. I'm a bad babysitter. The baby died. I don't know how much longer I can take it if the game is going to perform this badly. I don't know if it's something that, like, is my fault. I'm obviously, like, not scaling up most of my production very big. All the stuff on the other planes is just sitting there doing nothing all the time. I'm not building especially big here. It's on my SSD. I don't know what more you want from me. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it for today, actually. Just struggling through those atrocious frames. Like, this is so bad. And I don't really know what's causing it or what I can do about it. Like, all the other planes, my factories are just idle. That shouldn't be that expensive to run, right? I don't think. Anyway, I don't know. We'll see what's going on, and I might see you tomorrow, or maybe I'll just stop here. I feel like I don't know. I want to learn what else I can do with these new elemental tools, but I don't want to struggle through these awful FPS anymore. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.